You wake up and everything feels heavy. Not just your body, not just your eyes that still sting from another restless night, but your soul drained even before the day has begun. You stare at the ceiling wondering, why do I feel like this again? The coffee doesn't help. The shower is just water hitting skin. The inbox keeps flooding in like a tide that refuses to retreat. But you push, you smile, you try. You always do, because that's what strong people do. Right, but let's pause here, not to fix anything yet, but to understand. You've been wondering if something's wrong with you, and it's time to get honest about that. You might be experiencing burnout, or you might be living with depression. And though they often feel the same hollow, hopeless slow, they are not the same. And knowing the difference could change your life. So let's go back, not just to this morning, but to the weeks before, maybe even months. When did it begin? Maybe it was the late-night deadlines, the meetings that bled into dinner, the phone that never left your hand, always waiting, buzzing, demanding. Burnout doesn't arrive like a storm. It creeps in like fog. At first you're just tired, then a bit off. Then suddenly, you're not yourself anymore. Your passion turns into obligation, your energy gone. You feel detached from the people you once loved, the job you once fought for, the version of yourself you once admired in the mirror. That's burnout. But then there's something deeper, darker. A shift that even rest can't fix. Laughter doesn't reach you anymore. Music sounds flat, and the sunniest days only remind you of what you're supposed to feel but don't. You start asking scarier questions. What's the point? Why should I bother? And maybe, would it matter if I just disappeared? That is depression. Let me be clear. Both are real. Both are serious. And both can make you feel like you're falling through your own life, silently screaming for anyone to catch you. But there's a reason we need to know the difference. Because the way out is not the same. Let's walk this path together. Let's look at the signs not like doctors, but like humans trying to survive. You've been working non-stop. Your calendar is full, but your heart feels empty. That's a red flag. Burnout usually comes from doing too much, giving too much without enough return. Your tank runs dry. But depression? It's when you stop caring altogether, even when you're doing nothing at all. Burnout makes you dream of quitting. Depression makes you dream of disappearing. Still unsure? Ask yourself, if I take a break, do I feel better? If the answer is yes, that break helps. Even for a little while, it's likely burnout. But if the break brings no relief, if the silence just makes things worse, you may be dealing with something deeper. Let's be real, you don't want labels. You want to feel alive again. And that's okay. You don't need to diagnose yourself. You just need to recognize yourself. Because somewhere along the way you lost your reflection. You stopped seeing the person who used to laugh freely, who used to find meaning in the small things like morning sun or the way your dog looks at you like you're the best thing in the universe. So we'll keep going. Step by step. Here's something no one tells you. Burnout can lead to depression if it's ignored. You start off just tired. You keep pushing. The reward never comes. The body gets weaker. The mind gets darker. Until one day, you snap. But silently. That's what happened to Ryan. He was a software engineer. Loved his job once. But slowly his 60-hour weeks turned into 80. Lunches skipped. Birthdays missed. Sleep lost. He told himself it was just a busy season, that it would get better. It didn't. One day he forgot how to code, literally. His fingers froze on the keyboard. He stared at the screen and couldn't even spell his own name. He broke. Ryan was burned out. But he didn't stop. So depression followed, like a shadow. This isn't just his story. This is you if you're not careful. But there's another path. And it begins with something radical in today's world: stopping. Close your laptop. Turn off the noise. Look at your hands. They've been building, carrying, fighting for so long. Let them rest. Burnout needs recovery. Depression needs treatment. Both need compassion, especially from you. You may feel guilty for slowing down, for sleeping in, for saying no. But let me tell you something. Rest is not laziness. It's medicine. You are never meant to operate like a machine. You are a human being, not a human doing. So here's what healing starts to look like. For burnout, sleep more than you think you need. Boundaries. Say no without guilt. Joy. Do something just because it feels good and productive. For depression, speak. Say it out loud. I'm not okay. Seek help. A therapist, a doctor, a trusted friend. Don't isolate. Depression lies. It tells you no one cares. That's not true. You are not broken. You are hurting, and that is very different. Let's go deeper still. Have you noticed how you speak to yourself? Burnout whispers, you're not doing enough. Depression screams, you're not enough. Counter both with truth. Say it, I am not my job. I'm not my productivity. I'm not my pain. You are more than any of those things. Imagine this. It's 6 months from now. You've been saying no to the things that drain you. You've been saying yes to walks, to books, to naps in the sun. Your smile feels real again. You don't dread mornings. You feel finally like you. That version of you exists, but it needs you to choose healing now, not someday, not when you crash. Now. Because here's the truth, you don't have to earn rest. You don't have to justify joy. You don't have to be on the edge of collapse to deserve help. You deserve it now, right here, as you are. This is your invitation, to pause, to breathe, to return, not to who you were before, but to who you were meant to become. Burnout is a warning. Depression is a wound. Both can heal, both need love, both need you to stay. So stay, please stay. The world is better with you in it, and healing begins when you believe that, just one step at a time. And today, this moment is your first.